Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome to Tachyon Dreams by Cosmic Void, who of course brought us The Corruption Within earlier last year. It is last year when this goes out. It'll be the new year, so Happy New Year straight away. This is a text-parser adventure game based, on the Sierra Classics, really. I don't know too much about it. I'm on a bit of a text-parser extravaganza at the moment, aren't I? So we're going to play this, see what happens. I've seen some screenshots and things. It looks really cool. You can get it over on itch.io. I'll leave a link down in the description below so you can check it out if you want to. Here we go. The sound of explosion wakes you from your little yet much needed nap. Your first thought is you're responsible. Did you leave the pressure cooker lid in the dishwasher again? It must be Tuesday. I almost said Thursday there. When will you learn? It is Thursday today, by the way. This time you've really done it. Judging by the violent reverberations pulsing through the metal walls, some people wait their whole life to muck up this bad. You swiftly make your way to the dishwasher room, but find it surprisingly unscorched. What's even more surprising is you haven't run into anyone on your way here. The ship seems deserted. Just where is everyone? Leaving the dishwasher room, you find all the doors are shut as part of an emergency protocol. Of course they are. You make your way down the hall to the only door that's remained opened. And here we go! Straight away I'm getting Space Quest vibes. Straight away. Although we move a lot quicker than Roger Wilco did. Even the doors are very reminiscent of Space Quest, aren't they? Right, so let's have a look around. You're in the main control room of the Penrose Interstellar Space Station. PISS for short. I like it, very good. Your very low clearance level never permitted you access, but who's going to shoo you out now? The central console is situated in the middle of the room. The screen is currently turned off. Right, let's have a look at this console then, shall we? Only the main console is of interest to you. It boasts a large number of buttons, but it's the red one that really grabs your attention. Press button. You're not close enough to the big red button in the main console, which is the only one you find of interest. Okay, where's the big red button? Oh, unless it's here. Right, hang on. Before we do that, let's see if there's anything in here. Oh, what's in here? Ah, the dishwashing room. You've spent more time in this room than any other room on this station, or otherwise. It's home. You know it more intimately than you do your own bed. Other than the main control room, this is the only other room accessible to you after the emergency doors have sealed. Thankfully, the fan is still functional. I mean, I feel like I've been thrust into a Sierra game straight away. It's very well made. It's very reminiscent of those old games, isn't it? Can we look? What is this? Is this a machine? The dishwasher. Of course it's a dishwasher. That was really stupid of me. You've spent countless hours operating this machinery. You know all there is to know about dishwashing, but nothing at all about any other subject. You can place stuff in the big sink and wash them until they are squeaky clean. Can we look in the sink? The sink is empty. You've already washed this morning's dishes. There looks like some bottles or something underneath. You may know what bottles means, but this 4 kilobyte parsing processor doesn't. Okay, are these buttons then on the front? See, nothing special. Okay, well maybe there's nothing in there that we need. Do we? Yeah, we save and everything like we would do in a normal text parser game. Very, very good. I like it. Press button. I think it's here, isn't it? Ooh, score 1 of 32. You press the big red button and a sharp electrical zap momentarily fries your auditory nerves. Something is very wrong with the station's electronics. The main screen turns on. The station's AI Audrey appears. I could detect one life form still on the station just before my subroutines went offline, she says. I hoped it would be someone competent. You'll have to do. Just where's everyone, you say. It's not a question of where, but when. An experiment to study the super future has gone very wrong. The super future, you ask? Audrey rolls her eyes. You think it makes her look cute. The super future is an imaginary curvature which bends causality, attracting it to dip in a certain direction. Right, of course. I knew that, you say. Audrey carries on. A temporal anomaly which has manifested itself in 2 separate timestamps may be the culprit. You must investigate before it engulfs our entire world. What should I do, you ask? I'm teleporting into your pockets 2 more items, she says. One is a remote, which you can use to move in time and investigate the 2 timestamps in question. Does it mean I'll get to travel in time? Indeed it does. Operating the remote is easy. You just need to use the remote. The other item is a computer. You can use it to communicate with me in case you find something that strikes you as anomalous. Got it, you say. In the presence of an anomaly, I'll use the computer for input from you. Okay. That's right, Audrey says. The first timestamp will take you 300 million years into the past. The second timestamp will take you 85 years into the future. Whenever you're ready, use your remote. I've taken the liberty to set your first destination to the past. Godspeed. Well, okay, well, there we go. Let's save again, just in case, because you save early and you save often. That's the golden rule. Let's use the remote. You press a button to confirm your temporal destination, and within seconds you feel every atom of your being ripped away. You smile to yourself as you realise the sensation is rather pleasant, akin to a tickling. A moment later you reassemble. I love the... Oh, look at this. Oh, this looks a lot like Space Quest 2, doesn't it? Especially these berries. Look around. You're in a densely wooded area. Bushes thick with berries surround you. To the east you see a clearing. Get berries. Most of the berries are shriveled in a strange colour. Finally, you find one that's ripe and plump. It's the size of a mango. You pluck the berry and shove it into your pocket. A strange sensation of deja vu washes over you. You're pretty certain you've done this before. Definitely. Right, okay, so let's save again because we've got some berries. Let's look at the berries, I guess. Oops. Berries. Seedy berries grow on the bushes around you. You've never seen such pink and salmon-coloured fruit. You wonder why it doesn't grow anymore. In the future, that is. Yeah, that's a good question. This looks like some sort of, I don't know, pond? Is it a pond? You stand on the bank of a deep lake, green and grey where your reflection flutters beneath you, and dark blue in the shallows of the far bank. The water smells of fish and geranium. You even detect a hint of muskmelon, though you can't seem to see any of these in the water. You wonder about the reason for the strange odours. Yeah, it doesn't bode well, does it? Ooh, let's look at this tree. An imposing tree shades this part of the woods. The sound of insects ticks from its crevices. Can we push the tree? Pardon? Push tree. Perhaps you can rephrase that. Okay, maybe we don't do anything with the tree. There is a vine up here, which again reminds me of Space Quest 2. You stare and soon get bored. Alright, let's head off to the... Okay, we can't head off to the left, so let's head off to the right. Ooh. What's that? Is that a statue? You're in a densely wooded area. Bushes thick with berries surround you. You notice a large statue and a couple of rocks, the larger of which has a red painting on its side. Oh yeah, so it does. Let's have a look at the statue then, I guess. Look, statue. A large statue of a woman meditating sits in the middle of the clearing. Now, who could have made it 300 million years into the past? There's more than meets the eye about this jungle, or this year, whichever year it really is. Yeah, that's a good point. Can we look at this painting then? See what that's all about? Look, painting. There's a painting in red colour on the larger rock. Reminds you of a man spreading his hands, or birds. You can't say for certain. Just who made it? Yeah, some weird goings on around here, isn't there? Oh, okay, so that just brings us to the same area. Let's head off to the right then. That statue's freaking me out. I think it's the eyes. Huh! Something very weird around here. An immense gilled mushroom grows in the middle of the clearing, dwarfed only by the massive boulder next to it. An iron door is installed on the side of the boulder, from which wires extend to what you surmise is a sort of power generator. You also spot lying on the ground what appears to be a lead case. Is that the lead case? Look, case. You spot what seems to be a get case. You pick up the lead case and carry it with you. You never know when you'll need to store hazardous material inside. Can we open the case? Perhaps you can rephrase that. Look at the case. A small lead case to keep stuff in. Okay. Oh, here we go. So we're carrying computer, berry, remote, and the lead case. Okay, that's good. Right, let's save again then. Seeing as we picked that up. Let's have a look at this mushroom. Well, you've never laid eyes on a mushroom this massive. Its corrugated, deep pomegranate bluish skin would repulse you if you weren't hypnotized by its sheer dimensions. You wonder if it tastes good in a soup. Can we get some of it? The skin of the mushroom is too thick. You're unable to rip a piece for yourself. Alright, so we're going to need something then to do that, aren't we? Right, is this the generator? This thing, whatever it is, whirs ever so quietly. You examine it closely but find no buttons or levers. Okay, there was a wire though, right? They're plain looking. They connect to an apparatus of sorts to the inside. Okay, can we get the wire? You tug and pull at the cables but they remain securely in place. Okay. Is this a door? The metal door is closed. There's a red button on it. Right. Press the button. Nothing happens. Well, that was rather disappointing. Yeah, it was actually. I was expecting something to happen there. What's the deal here, though? It looks like maybe... Is there a wire here? Maybe we've got to connect something to it. Can we use the computer here? You establish connection with Audrey and tell her about the door and the strange cylinder next to it. Much like you, she's perplexed at finding this sort of technology in your world's distant past. It is clear whatever caused everyone on the space station to vanish was not a natural phenomenon, she says. Watch your step, Dodger. It's becoming clear something sinister is at play. Right, okay. Well, I mean, we got score for that, but actually... I'm not sure what else we can do here, because that doesn't help us out, does it? So we tried pressing the button, it did nothing, right? Nothing happens. Can we like use the generator? No, we can't. Okay, well let's see if there's anything we've missed. Can we like... Is there anything to do with the boulder? There are 2 rocks in the clearing. There's a painting in red on the larger one, which strikes you as odd. Okay. Just who could have drawn it? Either Audrey got the year wrong, or there's something else at play. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But can we jump in lake? Okay, swim. You never did learn how to swim. Remember, you'll drown like a rock. A memory of your dad giving you a swimming lesson surfaces. You feared the water so much you cried and thrashed. Your dad pulled you out. Okay. Maybe we don't go swimming then. So what is this? Look. What is that in the middle of the lake? The water smells of fish. Okay. So we can't go to the left here. Don't seem to be able to do anything. We know there's insects in here. Put berries in tree. Your request, use berries. Eat berries. You take a bite of the berry and wince in pain. Ouch! Its skin is as hard as a rock. Luckily you haven't chipped your teeth. Okay, so we can't eat the berries then. That's fair enough. There's got to be something to do with this statue, right? Climb statue. The statue is too tall. Besides, the arms look like they might break if you attempt such a thing. Break arms? Pull arm. Okay, no. Right, so that just takes us back there. There's got to be a way of getting into this base area, right? Whatever this base thing is. Here. There's got to be. Maybe we need a... What is that? Like a vent? Don't see anything out of the ordinary. Look. Boulder? A mighty boulder lies in the middle of the clearing. A metal door is installed on its side. The more you see, the less you find it credible you've gone back in time 300 million years. Wires connect what is at best guessed a power generator to the inside of the boulder. But there's nothing on the generator, is there? No buttons or levers. Right. Can we use the remote again? We can. We can go to the present, the past, or the future. Let's go to the future. Here you go again. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Wow, the future is bleak. So is this what a nuclear winter looks like? Huh? Nuclear winter sucks. In front of you, a man is warming himself over a burning drum. Seemingly unfazed at the dead body just several feet from him, rotting into the snow. You also notice a chimney, almost completely covered by snow, and a snowman. Let's look at this. The corpse is at an early stage of decomposition. The future sure looks uplifting. Can we search the body? Yes! Rifling through the dead man's pockets, you find a jar cover. It's chipped and seemingly without much use, but you take it anyway. Looking up, you see the man by the fire staring down at you disapprovingly. You smile at him foolishly, then quickly step away from the body. Okay, well, we got a lid or something. Let's look at the snowman. It wouldn't have been a nuclear winter without a snowman. How quaint. The carrot is a nice touch. Yes. Pluck the carrot and carry it with you. Snowman doesn't look too happy about losing its nose. Alright, well, let's save, because we've done a fair bit here. What's the deal with the chimney? Look, chimney. It's just as it appears. There's something a bit disconcerting in the realization you're standing above a house buried underneath snowfall triggered by nuclear annihilation. Climb chimney? Perhaps you can rephrase that. Climb down? No. Okay, look at the barrel. Okay. Can we talk to this guy? You greet the man and introduce yourself as Dodger from the past. I come in peace, you grin. You've always wanted to say that. My mission is to fix some temporal hiccup. You're too late, the man says without looking at you. Was he expecting you? How could he? You yourself learnt you'd be travelling to the future, what, only 1 hour and 85 years ago? Trying to keep track of the timelines confuses you. Too late, you say? The man shakes his head. There's nothing much to try and save, he says. Besides, I failed to find oil today. My fire will die by nightfall, and I won't make it till dawn. We're all going to freeze to death tonight. Oh, welcome to the future. Well, Dodger, what a bummer. First night in the future isn't going to be a night to remember, unless you can do something about the man's dying drum blaze. Right, okay, so we're going to need to find something that we can maybe light on fire. Okay, this place looks unnerving, to say the least, doesn't it? Look around. You stand in front of a large building. The bottom floor seems to have served businesses while the upper floors were residential. A man stands seemingly aimless next to a hole in the wall. Look, man. A man leans against the wall, crossing his arms. He shows little interest in your presence. Talk, man. Hello there, I'm Dodger. I'm from the past, you say enthusiastically. How are you now? I'm Jimbo from the future. You're from the future, you ask excitedly? The man's stare is as dead as the cesium-infused ashes on the windowsills. Unless you brought with you something to eat from that past yours, let me starve in peace, the man finally says. We could give him the berries. Your request puzzles me. Okay. Well, you can't have the berries. You can't have that. Can we... Is that like a dead fish? This place used to be a large-scale aquarium, by the looks of it. You used to go to these as a kid. All the tanks are empty except for one hosting a rather ominously luminous fish. Ominously luminous. Try to say that 50 times fast. I'm not going to do that. Look at the tank. Can we get the fish? Think about it. You wish to obtain a dead fish that's luminous, a clear sign it's radioactive, with your bare hands. Surely not. Use case on the fish? You're not close enough. Okay, maybe we have to go up there. I like that we maybe got a little bit of a clue there. Use case on fish. You retrieve the clearly radioactive fish using the lead case. Now, what are you going to do with it? That's a good question. What are we going to do with it? I honestly don't know. Maybe we can use it in the past somehow? I don't know. Okay, nothing we can do down there. Let's head this way. I don't think this guy is going to necessarily need it. So let's go to the past. And let's see if we can... Can we use the fish on the generator or something, maybe? Will that work? Let's give it a go. Use fish on generator. Use case. Use case on generator. Okay, well, let's do that. All right then, guys. Well, actually, we're out of time anyway. In fact, we've gone a little bit over time because I was so absorbed in this. So, if you want to play this game, I've left a link down in the description below. You can find it on itch.io, as I say. It's one of those games where you can sort of pay whatever you want. It's a free game, but if you want to give the developers something little to say thank you for the game, then by all means please do. I've really enjoyed playing this. It's really, really cool. It's very, very, very reminiscent of Space Quest, isn't it? Especially Space Quest 2, but nothing wrong with that at all in my opinion. It's a nice little nod to it, which is fantastic. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons Arcades Games, Wayne, Nate, Terminally Nerdy, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, and Lyle for all the support. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, make sure you subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all next time.